Hello everyone and welcome to my Ascension Messages. My name is Bobbie and I will be your guide for this moment. I am going to do some tarot today and we are talking about what vibe are you at this moment. So I'm going to I decided at the last minute, I'm going to split this into two groups, kind of like a small pick a card. I don't usually do this, but I just felt it in the moment. So that's what I'm going to do. If anyone doesn't know me, I am a seer and a channeler, highly empathic, and and you can find out more about me on my channel. Okay, I'm also creating a video at the moment of a true history of humanity. This history was given to me by 4 different species that visited me over the space of 10 years. And each one had their own perspective of human history, and I've now pieced it all together, so I'm creating a video to give to you guys of what I've received. You can take whatever you like out of it and see if it confirms some of the stuff that you already know or whatever, but this is what I was given and I really feel a pull to put this out at the moment. So I'm working, quite hard on that video to get that together as soon as possible for you, but it probably will be a couple of weeks. I was thinking a month, but I am doing pretty good, so it might be a couple of weeks. Hi everyone in the chat bar. Hey Debbie, hey Saginus, Catherine, Kathy Swan. Good to see you guys. So we are going to split this into two groups. I'm going to hold up 2 crystals. You can choose whichever crystal that you like, and then we will start the readings just using the tarots. I usually channel messages through as well, but I'm going to mainly focus on the tarots at this moment. So these are the 2 choices. We have the fluoride in this hand. It's all opposite for me. So the fluoride in... well, this is actually my right hand, so I'm just going to say the right hand, and this amethyst, beautiful amethyst as well, in the left hand. So you choose which one you want to which one you feel more a vibration to, because this is all about the vibe that you're at the moment. And I will start off with the right hand, the fluoride, and then we will do this one the second time. So if anyone just turns up, they'll just have to go with whatever is being expressed in that moment. Let's go for this. So I start off with the tarot, and we are starting off with those that choose the fluoride. The vibration of those that chose the fluoride, please let me tap into them. And give clear messages for those and where they're at this moment, please. Just about one popped out and then I kind of caught it, so I've kept shuffling through. So there might be something that's wanting to burst from you, something that's wanting to come out, but it's not quite ready yet. The vibration of those that chose the fluoride, please. Clear messages. Okay, we have one that's jumped. No way, it's a 6 of Wands. So we are moving towards victory. This pile is moving towards victory. And I really feel like that card that went to pop out and then I kept shuffling, it's like there's something not quite ready yet, but it's on the cards. They remind me of the dream that had the chocolate cake that I had recently that had the little sign on it that said, don't slice it yet. There's something that's still to come into fruition before this really is in alignment with so much more. This victory will become more in alignment with so much more. And okay, any more more messages please from this tarot deck for those that chose the pile 1 card. I'm seeing you holding up the staff in this card as well. And with, it's kind of like, I had, this was mine. This was always mine, but I never saw it before because it was overshadowed. Now I'm starting to see it. See, these cards just kind of fell out. And they fell out in a bunch. We have the Hermit, so you've definitely gone through a lot of this work that you've done. I feel you've done on your own. Like you've really, really worked hard. Literally, maybe even been on your own a lot. Like nobody else understood you, even if you were with a partner. So you really felt like this journey was a lone journey, something that you did a lot of inner work to complete. This Hermit card was covering two cards here. We have the Three of Swords and the Six of Swords in reverse. So there's definitely been something. This is what I feel you healed. You've healed these two cards, these two energy of these two cards. So you've healed a massive heartbreak of returning back to your own authentic heart space and going, I'm taking this back myself. Nobody else out there understands who I am completely, but I do. I'm the one that understands who I am completely. This is the healing that we do with the Three of Swords. I understand. I am taking those swords out because they're only firing off swords at me to hurt my heart because they don't understand who I am fully, but I do. So there's been a journey that you've made and a decision that you've made of taking a path less carved, they're saying. Less carved. It's an ocean of absolute all potentials in front of you, but you chose a path that the human consciousness is less chosen. And so, but this victory is definitely yours coming up. Let's see what else comes through. There's a new pack of cards that I've thrown in the loop because I'm at my beautiful girlfriend's house at the moment, and she has some cards. So we'll pull in Maria's energy as well. Whoa, that just flew out. Love that. So we've got joy and stability. Joy and stability has come on the cards. 4, stability. This victory that you're coming into alignment, this vibration that you're in now, which is bringing you through a victory, is going to be very stable. You know, like in the past, you've probably had the odd victory come into your reality, but, you know, then it petered out, didn't really work. You know, it was only for a short amount of time. I feel this will be way more stable now for the rest of your life. You cannot return back to the pauper or whatever, the poor mentality, the victimized mentality that you had been living before. And the only reason why that happened in the past is because there was an instability within yourself of well, victimization still gains me a certain amount of power by those outside of me, where I'm seeking for them to make me feel better. And that's not happening in the future. Your stability is coming from you and saying, I choose a path that is no more a victim state of mind. Because in the path that you know you're returning to, the benevolence that you're returning to, the souls that you want to connect to, and the benevolence of their wisdom and everything that you're returning to, they will never sit in a victimized situation. They never feel that way. They know that that feeling is something that would not help them at all. And so they have learned how to stabilize themselves at a higher ground, a higher level of awareness of themselves. And they, in other words, they don't seek for something outside of themselves to replenish themselves. They know how to replenish themselves. So that's really cool messages for the fluoride team. Okay. And if you're just turning up now, I am doing a pick a card of just 2 bundles, fluoride and amethyst. This is the fluoride team. So you're probably part of this team because you joined now. So here we go. We have detached. Yeah, definitely detaching from that victimized state of the vibration that you're carrying is more aligned with a peaceful mind. The dove represents a peace, and to me, it's like finding peace within the shadows of oneself, understanding that they were never really there to condemn you. They were there as a lesson to elevate you into something new. And we have embrace, which is in reverse. Just let me feel into that too, please. Funny that in this embrace card has a heart on it, and it's a whole new way of embracing life. Like, I'm starting to feel it from my heart rising up into my throat. It's like I confirm to myself who I am. I have found my own stability by the way that I speak in my mind to myself, how I am progressing this life. Things that I choose are different now. I'm not choosing something outside of me to tell me how good I am. I already know that. I now have space to choose the path of new creations, new imaginations, and that sort of thing. This is what we are learning to embrace, a whole new way of or perspective of life or perception of life that is driving us towards creating a whole new reality. I'm picking these mystical forest cards as well, see what message comes off them. And here, you guys chose Amethyst, so yeah, you're going to be in number 2, Debbie and Saggy. I'm going to call you Saggy. Sounds better than Saggy. Saggy. Okay. Vibration for fluoride, please. And where you're at the moment. We have 2 cards that's kind of half jumped out. So we'll do this. Remember who you are. You're in the vibration now of remembering your authentic self. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself and nothing will bring you down. Yeah, this is the new path that you're creating. She's literally walking a path of understanding the fullness of herself. It's like that solitaire sort of a hermit mode that you had in the past is turning into, oh my God, I have universes within me. And I can create whatever I want outside of me because I now recognize the universes within me. That's so cool. And universe to me is one or verse vibration. So universe, you're your own universe as you walk this path. The other card that came out is the spirit of life. The spirit of life. She's blowing a trumpet. So there's this kind of like a I'm choosing a new trumpet. I've got a new instrument. I've got a new vibration. This is my new vibration, and I'm blowing it. I'm showing the world my new vibration. Remember, you are never alone. The spirit of life is within you. The world takes care of you. Allow yourself to rest in this realization and feel the lightness in you. That's so cool. So yeah, definitely walking new vibration, walking a new path. This is where you're going to find your victory. Everything that you always were seeking is this new path because it was already something that was within you yourself. And now you're starting to take it back through alleviating that victimized situation that you were in the past. You're no longer seeking anyone outside of you to tell you how good you are. And that's what we used to do. It's like, I have a hole in myself. Okay, can you fill it? Can you fill it? Can you fill it? And they're like, no, I can't, no, I can't, no, I can't, because no one can be there 100% for you, only yourself. You are the one that can be there 100% for you and making new choices from that perspective. So we're not relying or codepending on anyone else anymore. And this is bringing you the victory of your true nature and you moving forward through that. I love that. That is so cool. Okay, we'll get a couple more before we will shift into the amethyst pile. I've got two piles I want to pick from. Please like and subscribe. Hey, Jeannie. So we're doing 2 pick a card here. This one is the fluoride card pile. And I feel, because you've come in on it, it's probably your pile. There's an amethyst pile coming after this one. So anyone else who's joined, that's what's happening. This is a really good pile, by the way. I love this energy. It's just a whole new vibration, a whole new path. You might want to go to the beginning of it after. Okay. Whoop, I love it. Yeah, it just jumped out. There's a lot of green and gold going on in this pile as well. So I'm feeling with the green and gold, there's abundance coming for you too. We have here an upside down manner, but it's something I feel you are tuning to. It's the number 18. I don't know why they really are standing that number out for me. 18, 1, individual, 8, abundance, but 9, adds up to a 9, which is like I'm finishing off something. And being in a reverse, I'm finishing off something because I know that the next phase in my life, the vibration that I am carrying from this last phase, is taking me to something absolutely fabulous. And being that it's the prophets and the ancient seers card, decisions, predictive guidance, somebody who sees more now, you are going to see and understand the path that you are moving through, that you are walking down, remembering who you are, is a path of a seer's path. You understand now where you are moving towards, because the vibration is already found within you, and then you literally are carving that vibration in the universe outside of you. So the vibration outside of you is matching your inner verse, your inner vibe, as you're walking this path. And that's what becomes the seer, because now as the creator, it's like the chicken or the egg. Are you creating the path, or are you predicting the path? And the seer becomes the creator. They're showing me that. The creator is the seer is the creator, because you're already in tune with, and you've decided with the holding of that vibration that that's the path you are going to see come up here in your reality. And so it becomes that. So that's really cool. And now I'll just choose a 5D card for you. That's fifth dimension is just a natural progression of awakening from an unbalanced. See, I don't see it as 5D and 3D. I see it as it's all together. We don't leave the 3D to move into a 5D world. We still have this beautiful physical world around us. It's in a 3-dimensional kind of a solidness, but the 5D comes into realizing that everything is energy, and you can shift and morph and change whatever reality that you want. It's an expansion. So we're just expanding through balanced mind, really. But we'll see what these cards say. When you can link into the void, when you can link into the nothingness that you have sat in before through the healing stage of the hermit, and you just link into it and accept it, then all exists and nothing exists all at the same time, which gives you the opportunity to carve and create your new path. It's taken a while for these cards to, just as they say, that one flies out. We have jump in. Look at that. Taking a leap of faith, and she's jumping into like an eye or iris, into the all-seeing, into the seer's eye. You're jumping into becoming the creator of your reality. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So you are the change, and you are predicting your reality as you move along. And that means you have to take full responsibility for everything that you think and how you feel, and the way that you're progressing, and the choices that you make of how you feel and what you want to do. So if something's not feeling very vibey for you, then choose a different thing to do. Go do something else. Leave that group, that person for a moment, and say that you need to just go do something that's more fun or for you. Yeah, your path is maybe going to be a little bit, it's interesting to bringing up disjointedness where the logical mind is like, I'm trying to still a little bit hold on to that old stable way of feeling into a victim, which I've only known in the past, and then jumping into I'm not a victim, so what does this actually look like? and they're showing me glitches in your matrix as you go along. Excuse my throat. Okay. Put that over there. I'm going to pack up this vibe. Yeah, I'm going to pack up this vibe, the fluoride vibe, and now we will clear the air for the amethyst vibe as we go along. Okay, let's do this. Just let me put all of this away first. And we will start off with the same tarot pack as what we started off with. The fluoride. Okay, so now we're going into the amethyst. Let me connect to the amethyst, please. And everyone who chose the amethyst and their vibration, let me give clear messages to those that chose the amethyst for their vibration that they're carrying at the moment and where they are leading themselves to, what they're working on, where they're going. Any sort of information, please. Amethyst. Amethyst tile. Okay. We have one that's flicked out. And we have two more that's flicked out. Interesting. Ooh. Okay, so with the amethyst card, the first one that flicked out was the Five of Wands in reverse. So you've definitely let go of the fight. You've definitely realized the more that you wore, the more that you invested in trying to prove something right, trying to show somebody or trying to control something outside of you, trying to show someone this is the path, all that sort of thing. It's like you've now realized it's actually fueling the path that you don't want to fuel. So there's a letting go of the rope, which means that everyone on the other side is going to fall over because you're not invested in it anymore. You just don't want to give them that sort of story, any sort of fuel whatsoever. This is why I always say, with things that are going on in the world, and my team did say, there's going to be some crap coming up in the world. Don't invest into it because it's there to hook in people that are very asleep, that are really, really, really asleep, so that they can hook into it and then realize after a while it's only taking them round and round and round in circles, and then they can let go of their rope. But you're at the stage where you've actually, I don't want to fuel it. I don't want to give any more attention to it. That's why it's coming to reverse. But the thing that is coming up is that there's still some sort of heart, like a heart palpitation, a kind of there's a bit of an anxiety here with through the heart space. When you let go of something, it kind of brings you into this, oh my God, now to take responsibility for everything that I fueled in the past by holding on to the proverbial rope and pulling on it. The fights and all of that sort of stuff has now left me with a gaping, kind of like a bit of a wound in myself. This is where we turn it around and we say, I'm the only one who can heal or fuel or help heal my heart, because if I'm relying on something outside or someone outside of me to help heal that, then they can turn around and walk away and I'm still left with the same hole in my heart. So this is a very good, it's a very good position for you to be in, to recognize where victory comes from is from you switching it around and fueling yourself with this beautiful space of, I'm the one that's making my decisions. I'm the one that's allowing these people into my life. I'm the one that's choosing the jobs. I'm the one that's creating my reality. And I'm flipping it all around now because I'm going to only fill that hole, that space that I have. with my own choices now. They're giving me a fortune-telling card to pull out for you guys. And the amethyst path. The amethyst path, some of us it's interesting. It's like there's more power behind something that you are unfurling or uncurling. There's more power behind this. Sometimes, you know, it's not the matter of, oh, they're in front of me and they're behind me and all that sort of stuff. There's this divine timing that's happening for the unfurling of yourself because of the specific, special, very awesome gifts that it has been protecting. You've been protecting for longer than maybe needed. So whatever you are unfurling at the moment, there's a very strong power, because they're showing me the beauty of this amethyst. It doesn't even really show it. I'm trying to show it in front of the light of this amethyst is so beautiful. It's very, very clear. And it's like if you healed this before, you wouldn't have, you would have, it would have been shrouded by something else that you were healing back then. And it's like it wouldn't have given you what you're really looking for. There's something about that. In any case, I'm going to pull 3 cards have come out from the fortune cards. So we will have a look at these. We have a stupendous event will bring you joy and success. Loving that. Loving that. So the victory card with the seeing where the wounds are will turn this victory card upright. And then we have success. We have embrace, calm, and clarity. Let your intuition guide you. You know what this is for yourself. There's something that you have been looking outside yourself to heal. And they're really asking you not to do that. That last card stuck to my elbow. Fell on the floor. So elbows to me are, it is a bit sticky here, though we've got a lot of humidity at the moment. But elbows to me are embracing life. And this card says, a guardian spirit watches over you, feel their presence. So this is also, they're telling me this card is representing you clearing enough now to recognize your higher self. And that your higher self, when you're starting to connect more to your soul and your higher self, these guardians, these beautiful beings that also are aligned with your soul's mission, because they've been on a similar path and they know who you are from their higher perspective, are also going to be more in your awareness. They were always there to help and guide you, but there's something about you clearing enough within your heart space to now be more fully aware of them. So this awareness of them is leading you to your intuition and understanding, oh, I now am starting to feel the right path for me to take. Let me get another pack. We have confusion, past, known, unknown, future, many choices, uncertainty. Confusion can come in. Confusion can come in when we are changing something, when we are shifting a story within ourselves, really, really shifting it from our inner self. The logical mind, it really doesn't kind of understand where this is all leading, and this confusion can come in. So that masculine mind is always looking outside itself, now has been told to shush and not look outside itself for protection, stability, abundance, everything. It's like you're saying, no, I'm not seeking it in another person. I'm not seeking it even in somebody telling me that I have to do this job, that job, blah, 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 to get all the money. That's only put me in a perpetual circle of because I'm not happy. It's like shush, because I need to follow there's something about your happiness here. And that can give you a kind of a confusion that comes through. they're bringing out the glitch in the matrix like the first pile, but it's a little bit different to that because it's something of an awareness within yourself and understanding. Is there any more clarity for the amethyst? I'm going to choose this card here, completion reward. I knew it. Yeah. See, I had to choose that card. I never hardly ever do that. I usually shuffle and wait for them to fall out. But a few cards kind of come out, and usually, but I decided I'm choosing the rewards. I'm choosing the achievement. I'm choosing to win my own race, and my choices that I make are coming from my happiness and where I'm going. I've chosen that I'm going to win this race. And it's not the race of coming first or anything like that. It's the race of feeling good about yourself. It's a race within yourself that's like, wow, if I'm at peace. It's like you can play any game you like out there. You can play Monopoly with a whole heap of people and you can come last. You can do a running race and you can come last. But your achievement is, I really, really thoroughly enjoyed that game. That was really fun to be in the presence of those people and play that game. There was part of myself needing to be involved in the game. It's like if you're playing a game, if one person is playing it, you're only playing solitaire, right? But when you're playing with other people, you laugh and you have fun and you bring in the food and you enjoy yourself. So life should be like that. It's not a race of who's first, who's won the most amount of money and all that. That is a logical program that they're pulled into us, and we seek it outside of us all the time, which gives us the heartbreaks because it's never fulfilled, because we haven't found it within us. So this is a very good time for you to find this race. You are winning your own race and you're deciding what feels good for you. They're bringing me to the attention of myself as well, because I don't have a man in my life. I don't have a love in my life. My children have all left the coop, kind of, I love them. They're doing very well out in the world, but I don't have them around me much anymore. I do have a really good friend though. And I don't have a house. I'm literally homeless at the moment. So it's like if someone looked at me from the outside, they'll be going, what? You're so poor. You're so this and you're so that. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I really aren't. Because my whole year has been filled up with house sitting back to back. And I'm going to Sweden. And I've got all this opportunity coming my way. And I'm like, you know what? I feel so safe. I feel safer than what I have before when I was in a house that could have been taken away from me at any given moment. When I did have love in my life, which they weren't really there for understanding me and my heart, because I was codependent on them to fill a gap within myself, and they fall apart. So really, what is stability? I've had so many things fall apart in my life. That's like, what is the stability? Stability comes from you and the choices that you made to move forward in your happiness. And now you are winning the true race, the real race. It's not really a race. I hate that word, but it's just the way that the card's fallen out. So it's just winning. It's just feeling good. And so you are in the vibration at the moment to choose your own path to win that race. I'm just going to say it that way. Yeah, sometimes like there's words in the English that have been really stuck in the program, and it's just not a very good vibe. So I am aware of that as well, but then I'm like, what other word can I use? So just as long as you realize that there's a new vibe going with that race word that I'm sending out. And this is what telepathy is all about, right? When we're telepathic, if I said the word race, and from a logical point of view, it'd be like, only one person wins, that sort of thing. And if I say the race from, you win the race from intuitive So, you know, with the energy that's coming from me at the moment, it's like, oh my God, I am nearly there. This is so exciting. I'm going to win, you know, and it's all to do with you and finding peace within yourself. And you'd know that if through telepathy. You just know that. So you say whatever you like then. Here we go. I want to pick one of these cards for you. Seek. Look at this person. Love it. Seeking his own path. He's seeking his own path. Oh, that's so interesting, because now they're bringing me to when the Cyanians came to me and told me that everything, that the system and everything in it was going to fall, and then the seekers would be appointed. So see, this is why maybe it's taking a bit of a time. There's something very valuable behind this. There's something very valuable behind this that's unfurling. And it's when you get there, you're just going to go, whoa, 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 whoa. Now I get why it took me maybe a little longer, or it's not even that. It's just like lining up with divineness of the spark of oneself is unfurling all these gifts. Maybe you were a code holder or a witch in the past life. And to me, that's coming from an endearment. The code holder, somebody who knows the ways of the earth and how to work with them. And you've going through some sort of feeling of at the moment with these new vibes, but it's uncovering so much more for you in the future. We have the 8, dedicate effort. See, so I picked the card of rewards and achievements. So it is you choosing that path and dedicating your effort to it, and release. And it was actually in reverse, and underneath as well, that dedication of effort. So I am in dedication to releasing all that isn't in line with my authentic true self, and let it be, and see what happens. I did this before my last relationship fell apart. I was striving, and I'm like, if this is the end result of my reality, okay, but I know that there's more, and hopefully the person that I'm with can come with, but I need to raise my vibration higher to be able to reach what I'm attaining to. So it always looks like I'm perpetually, going through lessons and stuff. But it's because I'm reaching a higher vibration, and then they all fall away, which was really hard to go through, I know. But it's worth it in the end, because your vibration lifts so far out of the existence of the person that is in a lower vibration. Do you want to sit and stay there, or do you feel like you are ready, your soul's ready to find a higher vibe on earth, so that you can help people, guide them to more peace, more balance, more happiness, that sort of thing? That's what I'm feeling with that. Is there anything else before I just tie the knot of this? Sorry, I'm just feeling into what cards want to come through. I'll just pick one of these, and then we will close this up, and you can have a free chat bar reading if you like in the chat bar to go with the general small picker card reading. No, that's just too many. So too many at once. Just one little message, please, to tie it up with. Yeah, here we go. We have the seer. So both choices got the seer visionary eye chart, the stars, signs and symbols to craft magic. So weird that both have the seer and the visionary. Well, you are on a path of being the creator, of creating your own reality. I feel like yours is been a little bit tougher, but there's a reason why it's been a little bit tougher, because of that unfurling of something even more magical. It's something to do with that. Seer. You know what they're taking me to? Seeing in every single thing, anything that is around you, anything. You could read anything. You can read the creases in your sheets. You could read a leaf on a tree. There's something about you understanding now that everything outside of you is that reflection of you, and how you're perceiving it is the seer of yourself creating the new path. Oh, it kind of entangles everything to becoming one. Very interesting feeling there. Okay, I'm going to leave it with that. And now we will pack these cards up and I will open the chat bar for a free reading like I do every week. How lucky am I? I don't know, I just feel like saying that. I just feel very, very, very lucky at the moment. I have everything I need in any given moment. It's just happening for me. Anything that I need in any given moment is just given to me or gifted to me. I love it. I'm learning that I'm creator of my own path too. Okay. Hey there from Yorkshire. Malcolm, good to see you in England. Very cool. Okay, free chat bar readings. Ta-da! I opened the bar. Yeah, I put this beautiful little post up that said, if you make someone smile today, you're already adding to the higher frequencies of humanity's consciousness. So go out there and make someone smile today. Just had to add that little bit in as people come in the chat bar and ask for a free reading. Okay, we have Malcolm. Malcolm from England, Yorkshire. Always reminds me of a Yorkshire pudding. Okay, Yorkshire. Here we go. So much history over there, right? It's interesting. This is really interesting because I didn't want to call this new video that I'm creating now Humanity's History, because history is like his story. And my information that I've come into, that I was given, goes way before the history. The masculine was in charge. It starts way before, because otherwise we can't piece together everything else. So I'm going right back to the beginning. That's what I was gifted, and that's what this new video that I'm working on at the moment is all about. So I've called it Memoirs of Humanity's Yesterday, and that's more like the language that goes with what I'm actually creating. Okay, Malcolm, now that I've poured all that out, let's get into your energy. Malcolm's energy. Malcolm. Too many, please. Just a couple of cards. Thank you. Malcolm. Interesting that the two piles had the Three of Swords and the Seer's cards coming out. So just realize that there is definitely a collective that's coming together that is healing the wounded heart and opening up the opportunity to become the creator and seer of your reality. Just had to say that too. Sorry, Malcolm. Get back to your energy. Malcolm. I just slowed down for a card to pull out. So you have a lot more. Your energy was kind of almost like in a relaxed mode. There's the Eight of Pentacles. It's come out in reverse for you. I really feel something that you've maybe been working on is there's a shift in a frequency or a vibration with you of, oh, I want to change it up, or I want to add to something. I want to, there's something about changing, shifting, analyzing what you've been working on, fine-tuning it into something that's more going to be more prosperous. If you do this, it will become more prosperous. It's like letting go of something that you're attached to that kind of kept it a little smaller than what you wanted. That your soul's coming in to say, we can shift that to a bigger position. We can shift that to something more grandiose. I make up words, by the way. And yeah, and we have the Page of Wands in reverse as well. Page is somebody, there could be like a vulnerability to this, because it's maybe for yourself, you've been doing it this way for quite some time. And so now to have that vulnerability of shifting or changing or trying, it's starting with you though. They're showing me that ice is melting. So the ice is melting to me is whole new kind of information or wisdom coming through you. That's what's going to change it up. Because when you get new wisdom, new information, new perspectives happen with that. And then you look at what you're actually doing in this physical world to create abundance, right? And you're like, oh, now I can see where I was holding myself back. And so, but it's still a vulnerability with that, because in the next action that you take, it's like, oh, this is following my soul, but I've never done it before. So it's like new game, new awareness, something to do with that. So I'm going to leave that with you at the moment, Malcolm, and we will go to Jeannie. Jeannie. Jeannie, you have the Two of Cups have come out. Facing yourself in the mirror of others. Facing yourself in the mirror of others. Facing yourself in the mirror of others, and then it's like, I see. You know what they should bring me is really interesting. They're showing me you facing yourself in the mirror of others. Someone comes in front of you and they're rah, 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 whatever they're doing, doesn't matter. And then you're like, oh, I need to be, it's almost like in the past you're pouring love into that or pouring love into them. But they're showing me this card saying, no. See that within yourself of how you are calling them out or seeing them. Switch it around and pour that love back to you and to you on that patch that you saw them as something that needed healing. And they're saying, switch it around to you, that part of yourself that you see in them is you want to heal it in you. So it's a very profound message there. And something I think we can all take a leaf out of, and what you're achieving next and shifting your story to next. And I want to just leave it there. It's like this clarity with that. There's like a clarity with that. I just want to leave it there, because there's something about, there's a very profound message there that if you really look into it, you'll even find more. And that's why I want to leave it right there. So I'll leave it. Okay, Gigi's energy and vibration at the moment, please. Let's see what comes out of this. Gigi's vibration at the moment, please, to help. Two of Pentacles. Choices to be made. And when I was shuffling that same story that I told you about, if you want to shift yourself into a higher vibration, go make someone smile, put a smile on someone's face, choose that path. So there's like something chosen. Maybe it's like, oh, I want abundance, or I want this, or I want that. Choose the path that makes it smile, puts a smile on someone's face. It's going to come back to you tenfold if you do that. It's so interesting. They're bringing me to an alignment of when just before that I was like thinking to myself, I had someone that I wanted to give an offering to, and I had in my head a logical offering, and then I had a more offering, and then I had a more offering. And then I'm like, you know what? She really deserves the more offering, the biggest offering. And I'm like going back and forth in this choice in my head. And then I just went the biggest offering, and I just gave that to this person. And then in the end, that person through that bigger offering, gave me more than what I, like more back than what, and then they're like, no, this is the value of the exchange. And it always equals itself out when you see yourself as abundant. When you see yourself as abundant. So there's something about this and making someone else smile, or not worrying about it so much, that choose the path that makes someone else smile. I'm just going to leave it there. Okay. And it works. It works, because this is the energy at the moment is equaling itself out. So if you gave everything to someone, I'm not, just take this with a grain of salt, but this is what the channeling advice is coming, is like, we hold on to things so tightly sometimes, and we don't realize that the energy at the moment will always balance itself out. I'll leave it there anyway. Okay, absolutely spot on. Thank you. Thank you, Malcolm, for letting me know that. I really do appreciate Malcolm. Yeah, Mugga. I really do appreciate that, letting me know. Okay, so that was for Gigi. Gigi. So many new folks. Yeah, it's good, isn't it, Jeannie? Yay. Sandy. I think we all deserve a little pick-me-up confirmation, right? Oh, Sandy, you've got the Magician in reverse. Oh, this is giving me a very interesting vibrations. Like all that you thought was bringing the magic into your life, they're literally showing it all falling away, because you are the magician in every given moment. You hold the spell casting. Oh, wow. You hold the spells within you. You put a stamp of approval on what you it's like, I'm the creator. It's almost like you're shouting at yourself, I'm the creator. I'm the freaking magician. It's like and then it's like, things that you tied yourself up with that you thought were the tools. They're showing me things that people did in a spiritual sort of a way of, all those crystals mean blah, blah, blah. If I have all of that together, if I have all this together, if I do this prayer every morning, if I do this, then everything will work out really spot on for me, because I'm wielding my tools. There's a magician that's showing me, let it all fall, because there's something really coming from the inner core of yourself. You're now stepping into these higher dimensions where it's like the tools are non-negotiable now. They just come to me when I need to use them, and they fall away when I don't. There's something about allowing life to show up in the right moment for the magic to happen for you. It's just beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you, Debbie, for that £5, which is probably about $15 over here in Australia. Thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate that. Jeannie, thank you, Bobby. I get it. I've been trying to see myself reflected in everything in my reality. Sounds like I can go deep, and my third eye really starting to buzz when I tuned into you. That is so cool. Yay. Yay. And Gigi, yes, thank you. I just dig that today. I just dig that today. Give smiles to people. Yay. That's so cool. It's going to come back tenfold anyway. That's so cool. Okay. Did I do Debbie? Debbie, did I give you a reading? Let me know if I didn't. I honestly, I'm not in a retaining logical memory thing while I'm reading. So if I missed you, I'm so sorry. Let me know. Who else have we got here? Got Jeannie, Malcolm, Sandy, Latana, Laurelie. Yeah, just let me know. No, you haven't. Okay, fantastic. I will definitely do you next. And I really do appreciate. Okay, Laurelie. That's really cool too, Debbie. You're like, I'm taking this reading. It's what we need to do now. I think these higher vibe people that are in this higher vibe, it's like, no, we need, there's kind of like this fire within the fire horse of, no, I need that now. And I know what I need. And nobody else knows what I need, so I'm going to have to let them know that that's what I need. It's really cool. Okay, Laurel. Laurel. Energy of your place. Let me tune in. Let me tune in. I'm going to be doing face-to-face readings on Saturday at a spiritual community place. I haven't done that before. It's always been like this. So it's going to be really interesting with people. I mean, I've done it in New York where people came and visited me with at Yin's place, but this is going to be a turnaround of quicker turnaround. It's going to be very interesting, to say the least. Okay, Laura. I'm expanding in my location. Yeah, Laura. Please give me clear information for her. We have the Six of Pentacles, and it was crossing the High Priestess in reverse. This is another Six of Pentacles is a giving and receiving energy too. If you feel like you're stuck with the receiving, then actually physically put your hand out and say, I deserve to be receiving. If you feel like, you're always the giver, the people pleaser, if you're that kind of energy, put your hand out and say, I receive. Because there has to be a natural cycle for these new communities that are going to come with a new consciousness of humanity, where giving and receiving is a natural rapport, because then we're always in tune with others and what they need in the moment of their vibration, and we're also accepting when we need in the vibration of who we are. So this is going to turn you into a more of a high priestess, understanding a psychicness within yourself. It's like coming into understanding the vibration of who you are, whether you are receiving or whether you are giving, how that is coming and going, and what's the essence behind that? What's the feeling behind it? Is it if it feels like they're showing me excuse me, going to the mall or something like that, and then you have people that are asking for money through donations, and they're in that real, you should be giving, and it's very pushy, that sort of energy. I always walk past that sort of energy. I won't go near that sort of energy, but if I feel it could be exactly the same person, maybe a week later, and they've learned to just enjoy the moment and love where they're at and enjoy their work, and they're just in this open space, open-heartedness, and then I feel like giving to the same person for the same thing. So it's like that. It's feeling into the vibrational meat of, is this coming from a good place or is this not? Whether it's giving, receiving, or whatever. Are you giving me something because you want something in return? No, thank you very much. It's kind of like you finding that understanding within yourself now as you're moving along, and this is going to give you high priestess awareness. Literally open up the seer's belt within you. The seer's belt's really cool. The seer's belt, and they're showing me like the astral belt that's going around. It's like it's shattered, but it's all seeing because it's spread everywhere. So there's many different facets of seeing things from different perspectives. Like each rock in an astral belt is an eye seeing from a different perspective. So weirdly interesting. So yeah, this is the high priestess kind of energy. And it can kind of, high priestess energy can throw the logical brain out of the water, because it's just, it can be the observer of so much more of you and understanding so much more of you. So just be aware of that giving and receiving as you go along. Oh my gosh. Malcolm gave me, thank you very much for the £10 as well. I really appreciate this. Yeah, I'm so lucky. I'm just so lucky, really lucky. I love my small little group, but I want to expand it. I've always said to myself, I love my small group, but yeah, I need to expand it by saying I love a bigger group and helping even more people. So thank you so much, Malcolm. Okay, Debbie, you ask and you shall receive. You ask and you shall receive. And there is nothing wrong with asking when you know you're coming from your heart, right? So we have two cards that's coming up. Really interesting. Both of them fell in reverse. They're kind of like on the side. So it's like, we're coming into this. We have the 10 of Wands. So everything that you've been carrying that's feeling weighty, that's feeling like it's just a little too much. You know what? I need some space and I need some respite. Literally showing me this guy sitting down by a field of hay. It's like, you know what? I just need to have a bit more of a rest here because I have been carrying too much burden on my shoulders. I need to just drop it all, because in dropping it all is where you find a new path. And your new path is really, you have already this abundance, these wishes coming true, coming towards you. But I don't think you're going to see them, because they both come in reverse. I don't think you're going to see them coming in if you are still carrying on to all that other stuff. That really is time to let it go. Just drop it. It's like the gifts come beyond the like letting go of all of any sort of feeling of this is too much for me. I don't need to carry all of this anymore. Because if you imagine yourself in a higher dimension, you would be light as a feather and trusting the vibration. You wouldn't be like, I have to make sure all my ducks are in a row and I carry it all the way with me anymore. That is the past energy. So that past energy is falling away. Look what's on the back of the deck for you, the 10 of Cups. So you're going from the 9 of Cups, which is your wishes coming true. Every wish you've imagined is starting to like show up signs of coming true, to actually coming true, like the grounding now. This is going to, happy families, happy everything is starting to work in your favor. Yeah, but there's something about the mind feeling like it needs to, in action, you need to do this in a certain way for it to work, and it's not. It's like, let it go, because it's actually the vibrational meat that you need of letting it go to receive everything that you've wanted. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, Debbie. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everybody, for being part of my little group, my group that's growing bigger. It will grow bigger. I know things are going to shift anyway this year. So, okay. I think I'll love you and leave you here. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I try not to miss anybody. But if I did, go back to the beginning and pick from the 2 amethyst or the fluoride piles. There'll be definitely a message in it for you. Until next time. Bye, guys.